chickens, the creak of wagon wheels, and the festival of the Frostfire gem. The snow-blanketed streets of Frosthaven were alive with merriment. Lanterns swayed on icy ropes, filling the air with a warm glow as villagers bustled about in preparation for the annual festival of the Frostfire gem. It was a celebration of an ancient artifact said to keep the eternal winter at bay, locked in the icy vaults beneath the Frostspire temple. Thalwyn the druid, Grimda the dwarf, Arindel the elven archer, and Sister Leora the cleric had been hired to ensure the artifact's safety. Rumors of thieves and mysterious figures skulking in the shadows had set the town elders on edge. Babysitting a rock, Grimda muttered as they stood guard near the temple. "I've fought dragons, ye know." "You've fought a dragon," Arindel corrected, her sharp eyes scanning the crowd. "And what a fight it was," Grimda replied, puffing out his chest. Thalwyn ignored them, her gaze fixed on the temple's towering spire. "Something feels off. The air is restless." Before Leora could respond, a loud crash erupted from the temple. The group exchanged looks before charging inside. The frozen chase. Inside the temple, chaos reigned. Ice sculptures were shattered, and villagers fled as masked figures wielding frost-touched blades emerged from the shadows. At the center of the room, a woman cloaked in swirling mist held the Frostfire gem, its ethereal blue and orange glow casting flickering light across her features. "Stop them," Leora commanded, her mace glowing with holy energy. Arindel knocked an arrow and let it fly. The woman raised a hand, summoning a wall of ice to deflect it. "Fools," she sneered. "You cannot stop the Winterborn." Quote. Grimda roared, charging forward with his hammer. He slammed it into the ice wall, shattering it, but the thieves were already retreating down a hidden passage. "They're heading to the tunnels," Thalwyn shouted, shifting into the form of a wolf to lead the pursuit. The party followed the Winterborn through twisting tunnels of ice and stone. The air grew colder with each step, and the sound of dripping water echoed around them. "We can't let them escape," Leora said, her breath visible in the freezing air. Arindel nodded, loosing another arrow. This one struck a thief in the leg, sending him tumbling. The gem thief paused to glance back, her eyes narrowing before she summoned a burst of icy wind to collapse the tunnel behind her. "The Frostfire trap. Blast it," Grimda bellowed, hammering at the fallen ice. "Wait," Thalwyn said, sniffing the air. "There's another way around." The group followed her through a narrow side passage that opened into a vast cavern. In the center stood the thieves, gathered around a frozen pedestal. The Frostfire gem rested atop it, glowing brighter with each passing moment. The mist-cloaked woman turned to face them, her voice echoing. "You were too late. The gem's power will be ours, and winter will reign forever." Quote. "Not while we're here," Leora said, stepping forward. She raised her holy symbol, and a radiant light filled the cavern, driving back the icy mist. The battle erupted in earnest. Grimda barreled into the thieves like an avalanche, his hammer ringing against frost-touched blades. Arindel darted between ice formations, her arrows finding their marks with precision. Thalwyn called upon the spirits of the earth, vines bursting through the icy ground to ensnare the thieves. She turned to Leora. "We need to stop the gem." Quote. Leora nodded and sprinted toward the pedestal, her mace glowing. The gem pulsed with energy, cracks forming in the ice around it. A cold solution. As the last of the thieves fell, the mist-cloaked woman let out a furious scream. "You'll regret this." She raised her hands, summoning a blizzard that engulfed the room. Thalwyn transformed into a bear, using her massive frame to shield her companions from the worst of the icy winds. Leora reached the pedestal, her hands trembling from the cold. She closed her eyes and whispered a prayer, channeling divine energy into the gem. A warm glow spread through the cavern, battling the blizzard. The mist woman shrieked as the light pierced her form, dispelling her icy magic. With one final glare, she vanished into the shadows, leaving only a trail of frost in her wake. The gem's glow stabilized, its warmth melting the ice around it. The cavern grew quiet, the danger past. The festival restored. Back in Frosthaven, the villagers cheered as the adventurers returned the Frostfire gem to the temple. The festival resumed, with music and laughter filling the air once more. Grimda raised a mug of spiced ale, his beard still crusted with frost. To another job well done. Quote. To teamwork, Leora added, smiling warmly. To not babysitting rocks ever again, Arindel muttered, though a rare smile graced her lips. Thalwyn chuckled, watching the villagers dance around the lantern-lit square. Let's just hope the Winterborn learned their lesson. As the first fireworks lit up the night sky, the group relaxed, knowing they had once again saved the day, and earned a tale worth telling.